Let's talk vendor meals. Do you need to feed your vendors? Hi, my name is Jessica and I'm a wedding planner here in Los Angeles, California. If you're newly engaged or looking for more information on how to plan your wedding, please be sure to follow for more tips and tricks. Generally, you should feed your vendors, especially if they're going to be working during dinner time. If they've been there for more than 6 hours, you should probably feed them. You definitely don't want hangry vendors. You especially do not want your vendors to leave the wedding in case something happens just to go grab their meal or something like that. We already bring in our lunches so that way, that is something that's left over and brought home. But usually having a hot meal to a wedding, it's really nice for a couple to provide a vendor meal. Usually that's required in most contracts, especially for the DJ, the planner, photographer, and videographer. For other vendors such as staffing, bartending, you name it, photo booth, like that depends, and I think that depends on how long they've been there, and your florist too. Every single wedding is different, so I would say rule of thumb, if they're there for more than 6 hours, you should probably feed them, especially if it's in their contract. That's in their contract, so you are going to be feeding them or you have to. But I think it's also just out of courtesy, like if they're working so many hours on your wedding day, to go ahead and make sure that they have that break, and then after they are done eating, then they go right back to working and making sure that the wedding's great. So that's just my take on it. Other people have totally different opinions on vendor meals, but I think that should sum it up. P.S. Vendor meals are not the same price as what you're feeding your vendors. Typically, vendor meals are like consist of chicken and a potato and veggies, while you're getting a much nicer meal, or maybe it's salad or sandwiches. Every caterer is different, but vendor meals shouldn't really cost the same as your guest meals unless they're getting the same thing as your guests. But yeah, typically vendor meals are a lot cheaper.